What if the most isolated paradise on Earth becomes the perfect cage when the past you outran catches up with the tide? In Ironwood, Michael Connelly delivers a sun-bleached noir that transforms Catalina Island's postcard beauty into a pressure cooker of secrets, proving that in a community accessible only by water or air, there is nowhere to hide from the sins you brought ashore. This isn't just another detective procedural, it's a masterclass in atmospheric suspense where the ocean's rhythm dictates the pace of revelation, and every ferry departure feels like a missed escape. From the first salt-sprayed narration, listeners are immersed in a world where tourist charm masks generational corruption, and the man hired to protect the island's elite discovers he's been summoned to bury his own history. Perfect for fans of classic California noir and character-driven mysteries, this audiobook serves up relentless tension, morally fractured protagonists, and a puzzle so deeply rooted in place, you'll feel the fog roll in with every chapter. When retired LAPD investigator Jack McAvoy accepts a private security gig at the exclusive Ironwood enclave on Catalina, he expects quiet retirement paychecks, not to uncover a decades-old disappearance linked to the very family who signed his contract. But as a new body surfaces in the cove, bearing eerie similarities to the cold case that ended his career, McAvoy realizes this assignment was never about protection. It was about containment. Trapped between wealthy patrons desperate to preserve their legacy and locals who remember what really happened, he must navigate a labyrinth of privilege and silence where evidence drowns faster than truth rises. Connelly masterfully uses the island's geography as narrative engine. Limited access points become chokeholds, seasonal tourism creates alibis, and the isolation amplifies every whispered threat. The audiobook narration amplifies this claustrophobic brilliance, capturing McAvoy's weary determination and the ensemble's guarded performances with vocal textures that make every polite inquiry feel loaded and every silence hum with omission. You don't just hear the investigation, you feel the weight of water surrounding you, cutting off retreat and forcing confrontation. What elevates Ironwood beyond typical Connelly fare is its unflinching examination of how wealth insulates guilt while poverty preserves memory. McAvoy isn't just solving a crime, he's confronting his own complicity in systems that let powerful men vanish victims without consequence. His journey isn't about redemption through closure, but about integrating failure without collapsing under its weight. Supporting characters shine with uncomfortable authenticity, aging residents whose nostalgia masks participation in cover-ups, service workers whose loyalty is transactional yet truthful, even the island itself, rendered as an indifferent witness that absorbs confessions the land refuses to hold. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core tension. Can justice exist where power controls the narrative? And more urgently, is some truth too heavy to carry alone across open water? Even the procedural details serve thematic depth, with forensic limitations mirroring institutional failures, and title patterns dictating when secrets resurface. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive descent into coastal dread. The narrator embodies McAvoy's evolving perspective with remarkable range, from detached professionalism to raw, trembling vulnerability, while secondary voices shift subtly between hospitality and hostility, making trust feel like a gamble. Sound design enhances atmosphere without gimmickry. Distant ferry horns marking time, waves lapping against docks during tense exchanges, the oppressive quiet of empty mansions off-season, all ground psychological stakes in sensory reality. Pacing mirrors the rhythm of island life, deliberate during moments of reflection and clue-gathering, then surging with urgency as connections click into place under mounting pressure. Whether you're navigating urban commutes or sitting in seaside solitude, the audiobook creates a portable sanctuary where isolation feels tangible and time feels borrowed. It's storytelling as embodied suspense, transforming passive listening into active participation in a search, where survival demands more than skill, it demands surrender to uncomfortable truths. Ultimately, Ironwood redefines the Catalina mystery by centering emotional archaeology within procedural mastery. It's not just satisfying cravings for intricate plotting and chilling atmosphere, while delivering substantive commentary on class, accountability, and the cost of uncovering what was meant to stay lost. No prior series knowledge is needed. It stands confidently as a complete, devastating journey. If you've ever wondered whether some paradises are built on buried pain, or if truth can exist without destroying everything built upon lies, this audiobook will affirm that sometimes the deepest waters reflect not what lies below, but what we refuse to see above. Press play, brace against the swell, and prepare to question everything you thought you knew about safety, sanity, and the price of charting the unknown. Your next obsession isn't waiting in distant cities. It's waiting in the terrifying intimacy of an island where everyone is stranded, including yourself.